Mar, what's up, Busha Bush? Oh, hi, Amelia. Whiskers, how are you? Hey. Marley, what's up, Bush? Why do you do that when you get up? Silly girl. She's old and she's stiff. Marley, thank you. We're not going to do that. Hi, Hound Dog. How are you? Hi, everybody. It's been a while since we've gone on live, so I figured I would. Larry, we're on TikTok live. Do you want to come inside? Larry? He'll come in soon. Hi, everyone. It has been a while since we've been on a TikTok live. I figured I would jump back on. Hi, Pumbaa. Whiskey loves this toy so much he took it on our walk today. He took it on the whole walk. It was very cute to see. Hi. Chihuahuas. Pablo. Bones. I mean, I could get Bones to come really quick. I feel bad, but at the same time, I don't. So. Good job, Pablo. Bones, you on strike? Wow, I'm actually. How cool. It is 4.5 degrees Celsius where I live right now. And you. Amelia, you don't have to hide. I got the car keys out and everything. You didn't want to come in? Yeah, it's 4.5 degrees and Larry's loving it. You like this assortment of dog beds? Yes, Pablo, yes. Pablo would like to remind everybody that he is still the star of this show. I live in Georgina, Ontario. So, I live in it's like the north part of southern Ontario. Right, Marley Bubush? That's where we live. Whisk, you like that toy? So, I didn't actually decide on getting any new shoes. I had a pair of Toms that I hadn't worn yet, really. So I figured Toms were going to be the ones for now because they were free. 4.5 Celsius is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. I'll try. There. Hey, old dog. You want to come in? There's a bunch of people that are here to see you. Nova is doing Hold on, let me flip this. Hey, old dog. No, you can't see the breath yet. Nova's doing meh. She has a consult with a veterinarian dermatologist tomorrow. So that's exciting. We are hoping we're going to get some answers. Unofficially, in the conversation that we had today regarding Nova, the dermatologist, I'm sorry, I should clarify that. The veterinarian who's been dealing with Nova and the dermatologist that she's going to see spoke today. Yes, sorry, how could we forget about you? They spoke today, and her appointment is tomorrow, but based on their conversation, the dermatologist was thinking maybe lupus, which sucks, but at least it's manageable. So at this point, honestly, we just need to know what it is. So the rescue who's taken in Nova gave the dermatologist the go-ahead today to just do whatever is necessary to get whatever answers we need. I'm very thankful to Haven of the Heart rescue. Ursula Hart runs Haven of the Heart, and Ursula doesn't give up on dogs ever. So yeah, she's gonna get answers, which is good. So yeah, tomorrow she sees the dermatologist, and we'll see. It's a pretty good hospital, and this dermatologist, I mean, I have a lot of faith in them because they did save this boy. I mean, this dog, if you know what Larry looked like when we rescued him, he sure didn't look like this. Larry was totally ripped apart, and this is the same dermatologist that put him back together. So yeah, and they were very kind to him there. They were great during his appointments. I have a lot of faith in this dermatologist. So, I think that we'll get the answers that there are. I don't know if there'll be good answers or bad answers, but the dog is in a good mood. She's happy. So that's what we're going for. That's what we're going on right now. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. So Larry didn't have mange. Larry had like 99 stitches or something stupid like that. Hold on. There he is. Yeah, so he didn't have any fur here at all, or even like down here. This beautiful mane was a surprise. We didn't have any of that. But because he was so ripped apart, they had to stitch him up. But generally, they don't like to stitch dog bites because you can stitch infection. And look at Marley just standing there creeping. Okay, guys, Whiskey, come inside. Come on. It's cold, dog. Whiskey, come in. Whiskey, whatever you're staring at. Oh no, the hound dog is tuned into something. There's something out there. Whisk, come inside, please. Okay, bye, Whiskey. Yeah, that's all it takes with the hound dog. Larry? No. Hi, Marley. I'm here. So yes, we are very hopeful that Nova is going to be all right. Look at him. Look at the way he just looks like so longingly. Like, dog, it's cold. We're freezing. It's October in Canada. It's the coldest month of the year. It was full-blown summer 2 weeks ago, and now it's 4 degrees. And yes, he is very sweet and loving, despite having a very rough past. Can you not, Marley? Why do you have to always be like this? Walk away. Like, leave him. He does this whenever I get too close to Whiskey, because he feels that, oh, and now the bodyguards are starting to chirp in. Good boy, Whiskey, walk away. Okay, guys. Okay. Whisk, walk away. You, hound dog, come on. One of you, over here. Okay, thank you. Back it up. This is why we have all sorts of gates and everything in the house. Guys, stop it. There. It's like, you know when you go somewhere in public and your kids misbehave? This is what I feel like when this happens and we're doing TikTok lives. Boys, hey, okay. Back up, please, thank you. Pure chaos. And it's really just two chihuahuas. Okay. You. And this is, it's these two, really. Get out of here. You, back it up. Stop, please. Please, walk away. Once you remove the two kids in the schoolyard that are just yelling, fight, 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 everything seems to calm down. But as you can see, Pumbaa, get out of here. Thank you. So Marley is genuinely upset. Whiskey is not as happy as his tail would recommend or would show, but he is trying to defuse the situation because he knows his brother is an idiot. As you can see the play bow, he's trying to start play here. Marley, you are the one with the problem. You are the one starting the trouble. Whiskey's trying his best. Pumbaa is not a shit disturber without Pablo here. And now he's uncomfortable and he just wants to leave. Pumbaa, get out of here. You cause You and you. Nothing but trouble, you little monkeys. Get, both of you. It's you. It's not them. It's you. You were in bed and you weren't, and then you came out here. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Now we got Bones involved. Yep, that's what happens. That's what happens in my house. We go from calm to madness, back to calm again, really quick. But I blame you for this. You came. You weren't even here. You showed up and you started trouble, and you know it. You little monkey. Bones, why don't you hang out for a bit? Why don't you hang out since you came through the trouble of coming in, up like downstairs here? Is Larry? Of course Larry's outside. Larry, hey, you want to come in? Larry. Larry. Can you acknowledge me when I'm talking to you? Thank you. Do you want to come inside, please, and join the rest of the family? Ridiculous. Fine. And then we have this. So yeah. You could be nicer to your brother. Whiskey, don't start. Thank you. You could be nicer to your brother. Look at him. It's because Whiskey's right here now. Right? He's such an angry doodle sometimes. And really all we do is love him. Bones. Just because you're out doesn't mean you need to be in my arms. You're fine. And you two, look at you, looking all cute and innocent. Well, not innocent. Neither of you look innocent. Yeah, that's what I thought, Pablo. That's what I thought. You guys embarrassed me on TikTok Live. Terrible. You're lucky I love you. I had to get rid of that couch. Amelia destroyed that couch. Yeah. And it does make the place look bigger, but now I have this empty space. I'm trying to put stuff up. I want to put those pictures underneath of this beautiful sign that one of my friends had made for me. But what is the issue? Why are you so upset? You're okay. Calm down. Calm yourself. I know. It's a hard life you have, little Bones Jones. It's okay, Whiskey. What? And they have matching bandanas. I don't know if you can... he's had enough now. Bones is like, no, I hate you. You want to go up on the couch? Here. Hold on. He's easier to scoop. This way. There. Excuse you. Come on. Be nice. What's the matter with you? Leave it open for them to play. Yeah, I mean, it is nice to have the space, but I also, I I don't want to live in an empty house either. Like, I live here. I need something. I don't know. I might leave like that space open, but I don't know. Oh, you guys are so cute, all three of you on the couch like this. I love you guys. Yeah, Larry sleeps. Actually, Larry stopped sleeping on this couch. He sleeps in my room now on the floor. And he doesn't have like the nightmares that he used to have. Well, I shouldn't say that. He hasn't had the nightmares that he used to have in a few weeks now, which is good because they're very scary. What is this? You guys doing your nails? You guys are on live. You do your nails. You know what? My grandfather, hold on. So my grandfather told me like years ago, he was like, the couch is death. He goes, you know those people that just sit on their couch all day? They die young. My grandfather is like in his 90s. And I don't know, man. That just sort of stuck with me, and I don't sit down. I don't sit on the couch. Like, I stand up to eat because I live alone. Look at this. Find yourself a dog or anything or anyone who looks at you like Whiskey looks at me. I love you. You are the best. You are the best. Bless his simple heart. But yeah, the couch is death. So when Larry has nightmares, he wakes up ready to, when he has nightmares, he wakes up ready to kill whatever is there. Anything. If we've all learned that when Larry is sleeping, you don't go and sit next to him or anything like that. You let him sleep in peace and you give him a wide berth, because sometimes he just wakes up very, very angry at whatever he was dreaming at. But it will take him a second, 2 seconds to realize where he is. So, yes, Pablo, yes. It will take him a second or two to realize where he is, and he snaps out of it right away, but he wakes up ready for war. There's usually some sort of warning, though. Like, he'll be growling or grumbling in his sleep, or snarling. Like, he'll have his lips out in his sleep sometimes. Maybe he knows we're talking about him. Should we try? We'll try. But yeah, he'll usually, like, there will be signs that he's... You wanna come in? Good job, Bush. Yeah, that he's gonna wake up violently, and then he'll wake up violently. There you have it, everyone. He does come in sometimes. Marley, Pablo, Pumbaa, guys. I'm sorry, Larry. Is this why you stay outside so much? Pablo and Pumbaa, leave him alone. Whiskey, your brother doesn't want to play with you right now. Oh my goodness. No, we tried and there we go. There, all calm. Hey, buddy. The res dog. But yeah, so he'll wake up real violently. And then he started sleeping in my room, and I was like, oh no. Well, yeah, that's better. You're not going to start that shit with him, are you, Marley? Excuse my language. Yeah, so now he sleeps in my room, and he doesn't have these nightmares, which is great because everyone else sleeps in my room. And they're loud and terrifying. So it's nice. He doesn't have them in my room. The one eye, this eye, is getting worse. Although, so my brother-in-law is an optometrist, and he's been keeping tabs on Larry's eye. He says it is bad, but the vision is still there. So, yeah, he can still see. Just a little cloudy, eh, old dog? I know. Yeah, I think he does feel safe in the room with the pack. Although, I don't know, I do think that he knows that, like, Whiskey's also got his back. Like, there was one time Marley, be nice to Whiskey, please. That's rude. Hey, be nice to him. That's rude. Yeah, like, the one time we got attacked by a dog. And I mean, Larry went res dog, but he helped. So, like, I think that day there, they actually bonded. They bonded pretty good that day. Unfortunately, it was a bad situation that they bonded over, but, you know, they have friends in each other. Yeah, when we're all, like, just sort of here, he likes to hang out over there on the tile. That's, like, his spot. I know, Whiskey. I love you. Yeah, the pack and the safety of the pack, I feel, is pretty important. And I mean, the Chihuahuas go hard on the Marley sometimes. And really, these are the two kids in the schoolyard that are just yelling, fight, 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 fight. And I hate that. But you go out there too. Yeah. He supervises the Chihuahua outside and makes sure that nothing is going to eat him. Yeah, Whiskey's got short legs. He does. That's because, I mean, there is a small percentage of him that is corgi, but honestly, I truly... Come, Pablo. Come, Whiskey. Come on. No? Okay, bye. Actually, I truly believe that his short legs are because both his parents and his grandparents, they had the same last name before they were married. If you understand what I'm talking about. Isn't that right, Bones? Isn't that right? That's Texas. That's the South, y'all. So I missed, funny thing, yeah. There's the old couch. I missed the garbage day. Where did Larry go? Oh, there he is. He's there. I missed large item garbage day, so it needs to be there until next Thursday. I just needed it out of my house because it's stunk. Like, Amelia is still drippy. She's getting better, though. Amelia, you gonna come out and say hello? No, she still hides all the time. That's what she does. So, look at this. Like, have you ever seen a louder display of we're not talking to each other right now? Like, this is absolutely ridiculous with you guys. Is she still drippy? Dang, yes. So she is still drippy. She is getting better. She's on medication. The vet told me it would take a few weeks for it to work. And we are slowly, look at this tail. It is slowly working. How are the dogs with cats? So, he is cool with cats. He is cool with cats. Larry is not good with cats. He thinks that cats are food. You are a sadistic monster with cats, and he is not allowed anywhere near a cat. Ever. Not cat friendly. Yeah, he's just a little sploot how he lays down. Look at those ears though. Look at that. You're the best. You are the best. If you follow on Facebook, you will know today the offer is I will give you the deed to this house and a BMW if you can make this dog live forever. Whiskey is not actually that challenging of a dog. Honestly, I felt this dog had the shortest biography of any rescue dog I have ever seen. It was mischievous, but has a good heart. And oh my goodness, was it the truest biography I've ever heard? I fell in love with him through the picture. I'm not gonna lie, it was a picture. I fell in love with him. Anyways, he got adopted out, returned, adopted, returned. And then I was like, no, he stays here. And had some like family issues as soon as he showed up. And I needed to sort of be there for some people in my family, including some kids. From the moment this dog has come into my life, I have asked a lot of him, and he has never once let me down. Never. And he just always rises to the occasion. Always. And he just knows what to do. He's the best dog ever, and I will stand by that. I love all of my dogs. Yes, I love you too. Marley is sulking in his bed, but he is a very special dog, this one. Okay. And he does keep my life interesting too. I mean, today this dog walked, he did our whole walk with a chew toy in his mouth. It was adorable. Everyone, all the kids in the neighborhood loved it, actually. And he's very good with kids. So, update on Nova, because you asked. I made a little mistake. Her appointment was not today. Her appointment is tomorrow. So she didn't miss it. But it's tomorrow. The veterinarian and the dermatologist had a talk today. The dermatologist knows what they're getting themselves into with Nova tomorrow, and they've been told just do whatever it is that you need to do to figure out what the heck is going on with this dog. Her, like, she's healing and then she's opening, and then she's healing and then she's opening, and they can't get under control, and they are getting really frustrated, and sort of they know enough to know, like, the team that's working on her knows enough to know that, okay, this isn't working and she needs to go and see a specialist. So that's what they're doing. It's one of the best specialists out there. Save this dog who's totally ripped apart. Yeah. Who knew? Who would have known you would have had this luxurious mane? Eh? It's not really a typical mane, but he has it. So if we're super lucky, we will have a whiskey or two in our lives. Yeah, we're super hopeful that this dermatologist is going to shed some light on the situation. Okay. These two have never gotten into it, really. I'm very thankful for that, because it would be ugly. So what are their ages? So Larry is 12. Whiskey is between 7 and 8. Pablo and Pumbaa are 6. Marley is 6. Bones is 12. And Amelia is 7, 8 years old, I think, too. So yeah, we do hope that we can figure out what's going on with Nova. And then we're going to see. She's got a couple of options available for foster care right now. She's welcome to come here, and they know that. The veterinarian, Dr. Dean, also loves Nova. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot here. It's just Larry. Dr. Dean really loves Nova and will take Nova. There's another tech who will open their home to Nova, as well as Ursula from the rescue, who's backing Nova, who will take her as well. So there's definitely no shortage of qualified homes, and I'm leaving it up to Dr. Dean to decide. We're gonna rename Nova Portia soon, with the amount of resources this dog has taken up, and Dr. Dean has been extremely generous to Nova, so I'm going to trust Dr. Dean's placement of Nova. Dr. Dean has the most time and resources invested in this dog right now, and she is an extremely good veterinarian. So if Dr. Dean wants to take Nova home to make sure that Nova gets what Nova needs, I'm not going to argue with Dr. Dean. I'm really not. Where in Canada are you guys? I'm in like the Greater Toronto area. I'm about an hour north of Toronto. So for people who are unfamiliar with Canada, I'm in the Great Lakes region. I would be considered in the northern part of southern Ontario. It's a super big country with super big provinces. How did you wind up rescuing from Texas? One of the rescues that I used to work with had a friend who networked dogs out of Texas. They did what I do with the northern dogs, just out of Texas, and that is how we got in contact with the rescue that saved Whiskey, and we took a load of dogs from their rescue. And yeah, we do lots of like events through Rough Riders. We're Rough Riders Animal Transport. That's the organization that I have. We move dogs from areas where they don't have a high chance of being adopted to areas where they do, like Toronto. And we work with a number of rescues in the Greater Toronto area and Montreal as well. And we do like fundraising events around the GTA. So yeah, if you follow on Instagram, it's something that we generally post there. But I will start posting it on TikTok as well. So the merch is available. There's a link in our bio. There's the Rough Riders store. You can get it there. The hats aren't on the site though. You have to get those at our events. Unless you, well, go online and you can check it all out. Yeah, Texas has its definitely. I have nothing. I'm not gonna shit on Texas. We have the same problem here. I don't like what happens to dogs, like homeless dogs and stray dogs anywhere. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm not for 1 second gonna sit here with some holier than thou God complex like it doesn't happen here too. It happens here just the same as it happens in Texas. So yeah, that's sad but true. So that's how I sort of deal with that. I try my hardest to help Canadian dogs as much as we can, but it's different dogs that we get from Texas. I wouldn't say that it's a conflict of interest bringing Texas dogs here, considering most of our northern dogs look like that, or if they don't look like that, they're at least that big and that hairy. And just not everyone wants a dog like that. I mean, I get it. That he's a big dog. He costs a lot to feed. I have to change my furnace filters every 6 weeks because of him. He sheds so much. I love him, don't get me wrong, but I can understand how it's not a dog for everybody. If you had allergies, if you had allergies to dog hair, he's the wrong dog for you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. But then, he's a rescue dog too. I can't get him in northern Canada, but he's a local. He's a local surrender. But yeah, that's sort of that. When we bring dogs up from Texas, we don't bring dogs, or I don't anyways, personally. I don't bring dogs I bring small dogs up from Texas, Chihuahuas and stuff like that. Because big dogs, especially dogs that look like that, there's no shortage of them here in Canada, and that's sort of where I work. And that's where I am. I think it's worth it. However, I'm not gonna lie, this dog, Marley, I'm not gonna say that doodles are hypoallergenic because I believe that all dogs shed, but I can't say that I have ever seen Marley's hair anywhere. He is the least shedding dog I've ever met. And it's nice. At the same time, he costs me $100 every other month to groom, and I get a great discount because I've known my groomer for 20 years. But is that Blake? No. So this is Harvey, actually. Maybe I should do a post about who he is. This is Harvey. Harvey has, I'm not going to tell it, but Harvey has one of the darkest stories of any dog I've ever met in my life. The story has a happy ending, and that's all that matters. But Harvey's dad is my transport partner in Rough Riders, and Harvey is his dog, and we wanted one of our own dogs as the logo, and I hadn't adopted Larry yet, so he had the northern dog, and Harvey is just the ultimate survivor, so he's the reason, he's our logo for that reason. I'm sorry, I just thinking about what happened to him, it makes me tear up. It breaks my absolute heart. But yeah, so forget his past. But because of his past, we decided on his run back that it would be best not to crate him. He was 100 pounds. Harvey is a Saint Bernard Rottweiler, German Shepherd, Chow. He is just every power breed you can think of combined into one just big boy. And that particular night, there was more than just us on that transport, and it will forever be known to us all as that night. It was the scariest night of my entire life. We had 22 animal encounters on the road, 16 moose charged the van, 6 black bears. It was absolutely terrifying. It was high June. The sun set, like it went dark around 11 and the sun was up by 6. I've never been so scared in 7 hours. It was absolutely terrifying. Whiskey knows I'm sad and he's trying to break the mood here. But anyways, Harvey tried to drive the van. Like 4 times he tried to jump into the driver's seat, and he's 100 pounds, man. It was horrible. We were trying to protect, like each one of us, like, was like on high alert the entire drive because we had this dog in the back that we couldn't crate because there's no way Harvey's ever going in a crate again. And he was trying to drive, so it's like you can't, like you don't want to hurt this dog, but you need to restrain a 100-pound scared animal. So it was definitely, it was something. I will never, ever forget that night, and I still have absolute nightmares about it. I am severely traumatized from that night, as is everybody who drove that night. It was definitely the scariest night of my life. We had there was one moose that got hit in front of us, and yeah. Yeah, Harvey, he's not little at all. He is a big boy. If you've ever been to one of our Rough Riders events and you've seen our Rough Riders sign, that is actual size. Like, that is actual size. He is a big boy. Yeah. He's a very sweet dog, though. A very sweet dog. He's a good boy. My rescue partner, Massimo, he's very good with these dogs, especially ones shut down like that. He's really good with them. Those are sort of his specialty. I mean, I'm pretty good with them too, but he's a little bit more nurturing than I am. But so that's the dog on the hat. That's Harvey. He's our logo. Larry and we say Larry and Harvey are the president and the CEO of Rough Riders. Their positions switch because we can never actually remember which one of them is which. But yeah, I don't know. Larry's either president or CEO of Rough Riders, and whichever one he isn't, Harvey is. What's the most thing now needed to support the cause? So this is the part where a lot of people will ask you for money. Look, money always helps donating. However, right now, at this moment in time, we need homes for animals. I know. We need homes. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Pumba. We need homes fostering right now. If you've ever thought about fostering a dog, now is the time. There's lots and lots of dogs out there. If you have ever thought about it, it's a good time now. So yeah, fostering is the most important thing. Nothing is possible without fostering. How can you get involved in fostering? Okay, so if you're new to like the world of rescue dogs, I'm gonna unfortunately tell you that it's not all peaches and cream. There are good organizations and there are bad organizations, and depending on where you live, I can't tell you who those are. There's also organizations that have different morals and ethics, and what I believe in might not be what you believe in, might not be what she believes in, might not be what he believes in, might not be what they believe in. So you have to sort of look around and find the organization that's right for you. Can you please stop growling at your big brother? Like, you are so lucky he loves you. A good place to start is your local humane society. Go check it out. You know, sometimes, especially at shelters and stuff like that, you don't need to physically bring the dog home. You can just go spend some time with them. It makes a huge difference. Makes a huge difference. Even like, you know, you go spend half an hour with a dog, get it out of its enclosure, you know, get it into one of their areas where you can play with it and have fun. Go do that, you know. You can do that with the same dog a bunch of times and then think maybe, okay, maybe I can bring them home. Or maybe, okay, maybe I can't bring them home, but hey, I know someone who likes a dog like this. Yeah, they are. So, like, if you volunteer at Dogtails, like, Dogtails can... Dogtails is a great organization. I haven't really worked with them too much, but I do know quite a bit about them, and I know that they do a lot of good work. I don't know if they, but I'm sure they have a foster program. So, you know, I would talk to them. So, yes, when fostering, we want to manage our expectations. That's probably the number one piece of advice I can give anybody, not just about fostering, even bringing home a new dog. Just manage your expectations. You know, I know, like, you see, like, it's so easy to make them look good on the internet. It is so easy to hide things on the internet, but you all, like, I don't know if you were here for the live, it doesn't take long for chaos and just craziness to happen. So we definitely want to lower our expectations, or at least manage them. Oh, thank you. I'm not gonna lie. It's a Walmart. It's a Walmart painting. How long does a foster typically stay with someone? So that really depends on your experience level, the foster dogs that you would get. So if you are new to fostering, they are probably going to give you an easier dog, which will get adopted quicker. Right now is kind of a hard time for adoptions. Adoptions are slow. So I would say that right now, dogs are sitting in foster care for between 4 and 6 weeks. Whereas, you know, maybe a year ago, I would have said between 2 and 4 weeks. But typically now, I would say between 4 and 6 weeks. Does it cost to foster? So there are a lot of things that are not covered, but there are a lot of things that are, excuse me, Larry's hair, it's everywhere. There's a lot of stuff that is covered by the rescue. So the food will be provided by the rescue. All veterinary care will be provided by the rescue. If there's any medicine like that's needed, the rescue pays for all of that. Things like your leash, your harness, the collar for the dog, the rescue will probably have pretty specific things that they want, and it's their responsibility to provide that. So like if they want the dog to wear a harness and a collar on a walk and have a leash attached to both for the first week or two, they're going to provide that. They might say that they want the dog to wear a seatbelt in the car, they're going to provide that. The rescue shelter should give you a crate for the dog as well. Now, if you want to go to the pet store and buy treats for the dog, that sort of stuff, like they're not going to reimburse you, but there's a lot of rescues out there get all sorts of donations. So if you ask them for stuff like toys or whatever, they can usually give you stuff for free. for the dog, but they generally won't reimburse you for things you buy for the dog, if that makes sense. They'll provide it, but they won't pay for it, because it is amazing what people donate. People donate great stuff, and a lot of it is in fantastic condition, and it's expensive stuff too. So like, the rescue doesn't want it to go to waste. A lot of people buy their own stuff for foster dogs. But again, if that's not something that you can do, fostering is still definitely an option. If you live in Georgina, a great rescue here in Georgina that's run by someone who is very responsible is Heart Hound Rescue. SC, South Carolina. If SC is South Carolina, there are good rescues that do that in South Carolina. But again, not all rescues are created equal. There are some great rescues that really go above and beyond to help their fosters out, and there are some bad rescues out there that prey on kind-hearted people, and it's really important that you do your homework before you get involved with any organization. And thank you. I used to always have like a beard, and I try to always have one so that people take me seriously. I'm almost 37 years old. Yeah, like, how can you spot a bad rescue? That is a great question. Because some people will say a rescue is bad because that rescue told them something that might have been something they didn't want to hear. So what are some signs? That's a great question. Here is probably the best advice I can give on how to spot a bad rescue. I would ask them a lot of questions. Be patient with them answering, like they are volunteer run, but they shouldn't have a problem answering your questions if you ask them politely and understand that they're volunteers. For example, if I do a telephone interview with somebody looking to take adopt one of the misfit dogs that I rescue, if they're not asking any questions, I'm like, do they know what they're getting themselves into? Why aren't you asking questions? Like, have you done any homework? Ask all the questions. Ask them. They shouldn't have a problem answering them. Now, their views might not line up with your views. That might not necessarily make them horrible. It might not make them someone you want to work with either. A lot of people are just doing their best. That's what we can remember through this all. So if you go into it with an open mind, just ask questions. And again, they shouldn't have anything to hide. And if their attitude when answering your questions should tell you everything you need to know. That's probably that. But if you do find someone that can answer your questions satisfactorily and you trust them, there is nothing better than bringing a dog into your life. Yeah, check out Heart Hounds. They're good people. They're good people. There. Oh. Oh. Larry. There. The old dog's gonna pass out. And I have to go get Nova really early in the morning, so I'm also going to sign out. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It's been a while. We'll do one of these again soon. Have a wonderful